Here's how to make sure 100% guarantee that the date that you're about to go on goes extremely well. So let's say you've done everything right to this point. You got the girl's phone number, you had a nice little chat over Tinder or something like that. Maybe you even called her up, set a date on the phone. Now all of a sudden, it's the day of the date. Maybe you haven't texted her over the last couple of days. And now all of a sudden, you got to go out to this date and perform where maybe you haven't been on a date recently, or, you're just nervous because, you like this girl from what you know of her already and you want it to go well. So what do you think happens when you start hoping the date goes well? Well, you become the guy that hopes it goes well. Can you see that? So rather than to sit around before the date and have your mind at some point in the future being all anxious and being that guy that hopes the date goes well, you can flip the script right there in that moment. But the key is, guys, you have to recognize that moment. You have to stop it dead in its tracks. But if you recognize that moment, now you can flip the script and you can start knowing it's going to go well. Well, how can you know it's going to go well if you're sitting around like hoping it's going to go well because you really want it to go well, but you don't know what's going to happen? This is where accessing positive reference experience comes into play. What is positive reference experience? It means you can sit around and think about all the other times in your life where you had a win, especially when it comes to women, right? So the time that you made out with Betty Joe in, like 7th grade, versus, maybe the time that you got laid last, if you've ever been laid or whatever, depends on your situation. But you add up all the good times from your life, even if it doesn't have anything to do with women. Let's say there was the one time that you were the life of the party. The one time where you did that really epic thing that nobody else had the balls to do. You start adding all those wins up in your mind and making a collage, and you start accessing that and thinking and acting from that place. So guys, this is exactly what you want to do before your date. You don't want to sit around hoping it goes well. You're going to be anxious. Your mind's placed in the future. And yes, you are kind of going into the past when you start accessing positive reference experience. But again, it's a really, really positive place from the past. And that's going to help fuel and help write the story for your date that you're about to go on. Drop your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and check out my other videos up here.